Oh, welcome to Winner's Edge Chiropractic Success Case Study of Awesomeness. Of course, we're going to just jump right in. We have, well, I'll let them introduce themselves and where they're from. So let's start with who are you guys and where are you geographically in the world? Ready, go.
I'm Cliff Taylor, Dr. Cliff Taylor,
I'm Christy Taylor.
and we are in Massachusetts, Medway, just south of Boston, 40 minutes? 40 minutes
Yeah.
south of Boston.
Near the Patriots Stadium.
Yeah.
Near the Patriots Stadium?
Not as close as Derek, but
Yeah.
Oh, we'll tie Derek in there. We've already did Derek's case study, so we'll get people to start to picture and piece together the whole chiropractic clan of awesomeness out there in the Boston area. Okay, where did you guys go to school? When did you graduate? And why did you go to that school?
we went to Life down in Georgia. We graduated in 2016. We went to Life because Guy Reitman was the president at the time, and he used to own my dad's coaching company. He started with Joe Felicia back in the day, so
Joe
we followed
Felicia.
Guy.
Joe Felicia. Look at this. Chiropractic warriors.
I love it.
We got that.
Caching.
We got that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, in tapes. We got it.
Incredible. I've already listened to every single one of them.
They're
Okay.
awesome.
Oh, okay. So we go down to Life. We graduate 2016. Okay. And I don't remember what happened here. How did we meet?
So it's a funny story. So I was on a flight to Chicago for a seminar, for a coaching seminar. It's not a group, it's kind of a group, but not a group, it's a sales group. But anyways, I had ordered your books. You used to have the three financial books.
Oh my gosh, the original 3 green
Yeah.
booklets.
So I read them on the way there and on the way back. And when I got home, the funny thing is I got a migraine while I was there. But anyways, then I don't get migraines.
Oh,
Never had them.
my books are causing
No,
migraines.
it was in the seminar. It was a seminar. But anyway, so I handed them to Christy and I said, well, like, we should call this guy because we were looking for a coach at the time because just with family, it was,
Yeah.
you can't do it. And
No,
so
you can coach and lose your dad.
so we called you and we went through the interview process and we didn't hire you. And we
That's
hired
right.
two coaches between you and that was, yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
Where did you get the green booklets?
I don't remember.
Did we mail them? Did you pick them up someplace?
I think they got mailed.
Is it something? Did you have something where you paid for shipping and you'd mail them out or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think that, no, you know what we may have done? We may have mailed you a card or something and you replied and then we sent them to you. Okay. All right, so you weren't quite sure. You did some other sort of coaching stuff. And that brings us to the next question. What made you guys join? What was the, okay, we're gonna do it with the guy?
We went through two. I mean, we learned a little bit, but not.
For, for me, it was O'Keefe, Chase O'Keefe.
Yeah.
So Chase had coached with my dad and
Yes.
his partner in the past, and Chase, Chase is a superstar with or without a coach. You know what I mean? And Chase was like, guys, straight up, Dr. Tory is, like so and so on steroids, basically. And we were like, okay,
All right. So
we'll be here.
then we hired you.
Because you trusted him. Because his caliber of a person, if Chase says something, hey, you can trust it. Okay, so that goes a long way. Okay,
After
let me
that
turn this
first
down.
hour.
Go ahead, Cliff.
That first hour, because you did the hour phone call with us, and we went into it, and you were like, "Oh, bring your notebooks," and we're like, "Okay, yeah, this is gonna be like," because we've seen every coaching company, and we're like, after an hour, we looked at each other and we were like, "Holy!"
We didn't do it
moly.
together. We had separate ones.
Yeah, we did,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Holy moly, this is the real deal."
Well, that's great to hear. Okay, so when we started, what were you guys seeing about per week?
We were between 300 and 400.
So you're right around 300 visits a week. You figured out a way to see some volume there. What do you think you were collecting per visit?
We were stuck at 40 to 50.
No, per visit.
Oh, per visit. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Per visit was probably like 25 or 30
Yeah.
maybe.
See, 20 something a visit, and like Cliff was saying, about 40 or 50,000 a month. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now follow this, ladies and gentlemen. Where were you guys at debt-wise?
We had about 450-ish thousand in student loans between the two of us. We had an X-ray loan, our initial startup loan. We had some other stuff like just like personal, like furniture, just stuff that
Yeah.
you know. Just
Well, and by the way, were you guys already in the killer house?
no.
No.
I thought, what was that, Katie? Oh, I thought I heard him. Nothing worse than when the UPS rolls up and my boy is not contained. Okay. So look what we have here. We've got the student loans. We've got these other things happening. And what was happening house-wise again?
We were renting.
You were renting.
Yeah, we were renting. Yep.
And the place was awesome. You wanted to stay there forever?
Yeah,
forever and ever.
Every time you cooked, you thought the house was going to burn down. I'm not kidding. The walls get hot.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my gosh. What were your biggest stresses at the time?
We just weren't like growing where we lived.
We felt stuck, and money was a stressor. Hi, Indy.
He was
a
By the way,
stressor.
of all the things I've done, you guys are the only ones he came in to say hi to. So he can feel the dog love from a distance. Now he's going to go settle into his guard position. Okay, so stresses?
Yeah, we just
Everything.
couldn't figure out, like, because we're big, we want to be pushed by somebody. We like having a mentor. We just didn't have the person at the time that could push us. And then, our life was just, we were stuck.
Yeah. Practice is stuck. You're personally stuck. You're financially stuck. Go ahead, Christy.
Yeah, literally, we just felt like our life was constipated.
Yeah. It's a perfect word to describe it. How are you guys doing for saving and investing?
Back then?
Yeah.
I mean, I was saving, but we were saving incorrectly. We were letting like the business account grow.
That's not saving.
It's not a good strategy.
More constipation.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see the state of affairs, the starting point, the before. Okay, now, what's your best visits in a week?
561.
561.
561, and your best collections in a month?
114,000.
114,000. How's your debt now?
0.
We just have the house and 2 cars.
House and 2 cars.
See that? So in other words, you guys paid off $450,000 in student loans?
And everything else. So
and everything else. And is your guys' house any good or cool at all?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's incredible. How big is your yard?
6 acres.
How much?
6 acres.
6 acres or 6 acres?
6 acres.
That's the Idaho in you. 6 acres.
6 acres with the beautiful house and a yard so big that you can, crying out loud. Can you hit a driver in your yard, Cliff?
I hit golf balls in my yard.
Should he?
Okay, so it's hard to really get a handle on this without seeing pictures, okay, of bank accounts changing and of debt going to 0 on the screen and getting rid of it, and the house and the yard and the beautiful landscaping work and the work they're doing for the outdoor living area they're creating right now as we speak. Okay, so it really is impressive. Okay, how is Winter's Edge different from other groups you were aware of? Because it's different, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's quite a bit different.
It's different. It's probably different for both of us. Go. Yeah.
I love the structure of it. You never feel lost and not know what you're supposed to be working on. Whether you told us to like go figure that out and you were like, and get back to me and let me know, or you were like, no, you have to watch the installations and that's where you start. Like go down. You never not know what you're working towards. You never just are waiting and like don't know what Tory's up to, haven't talked to him in a while. Like I love the structure and the continued growth. There's no capping, there's no stopping. It's like we've watched you evolve to grow yourself personally and Winter's Edge to then be able to help us all grow. And that is like It's
Yes.
people just get stuck, you know.
Yeah, nobody outgrows winner's edge. Okay. Yeah, unless you're
Me,
collecting 200 a month, already with one DC. Cliff, any thoughts on that too?
for me, it's different at different levels. Like in the beginning, it's systems, it's just reading, learning. But now I think and I think the most important thing is like we get held accountable by somebody. So if you need to like yell at us or whatever, you will. It doesn't matter. There are times to toot someone's horn and there's times not to. The problem is that I've seen is people with big practices don't have that person to say, no, you're doing
Yeah.
it wrong. Do it this way. Don't
Yeah.
think. Just do it this way. And it's not soft.
Yeah, people get in that situation if they don't have some voice of reason or expertness. They go out of the profit zone. They blow through the success envelope, you might call it. And we don't ever want that to be the case. We always want you to be right there where you've got the great mix of satisfaction, results, income, and time. And time is the biggie here. And not time where you're stressed out about stuff all the time, but time where you can chill and focus on what matters to you guys. Okay. What are some, okay, I think this has already been answered as far as favorite parts of the program itself. Yes, the structure. You always know what's going on. You know what's coming up. You have all these videos. You got this communication. It's very simple what we're doing here. You always know where you stand and we've always got your goals in place because we always have them set. But let me ask you this. Can you think of any of the most impactful Winner's Edge systems on your practice or even on your life? And there's so many of them, it's kind of hard to single them out, but see if you can.
Money, period.
Yes, money flow system. And
Money
describe it a little bit more in detail. People don't know what that means. It means kind of what? Just the money flow system means what? Tell us about this Winner's Edge money stuff that I hear so much about. What would you say?
So initially, like the debt reduction system and how to do it, how to save and all that. But it really puts it into point. You can take somebody who say they make $40,000 to $50,000 a month in practice because everybody's going to tap and be good somewhere, but they can take that money they make and just do more with it than you would if you didn't know any.
Yeah. And you guys have seen dividends?
Yes.
Is there anything cooler than earning dividends?
No, they're like little
No.
ATM machines.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And they're simply increasing all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And then, of course, has it been valuable the way we set goals and we're always goal setting? That's one thing that's very unique here of 100 things is goals are always set. You have your goals that you carry with you. Every event has goals. Your stat sheets have goals. Our mind is always working forward. Anything you want to say about the power of having goals all the time? Have any of the goals come true?
A lot of the goals have come true. Yeah.
Of course, that's why they came true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have to come up with goals.
Yes.
It's fun. We got some funny goals like last year. Like some of our goals were hilarious, but then we did them.
I mean, because you get to a point where it's like it's not just about like getting a new car or when you find the house,
right.
you find the house. So like your goals get creative and it's kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh, okay. Why do you think, or a few of the reasons why, basically all chiropractors really should be in the Winner's Edge thing for at least a few years after they graduate? Like how true is that statement?
It builds an awesome foundation.
Yeah. Because how much do you know about business or scripting or the schedule or hiring or team or huddles or meetings or accounting or money flow or paying debt or accounts receivable? You don't know anything. You have to get that foundation of information. That's great. That's Cliff hit the nail on the head with that exactly. Okay. Here we are now, and I can think of one that I heard about from you guys. I didn't know this, but Derek, who is Christy's brother here, was telling me a little inside story that you guys have as an ongoing sort of a joke. I'll come back to that in a minute. But here we are now. It's time for any unique. Hey, by the way, whoever I have next, Katie, will you email them and tell them I'll be right there? Unique, funny, interesting, convicting, irritating Tory stories.
I wonder if this is the one that
there's an invisible cat that runs around your office, and so
there is.
Every time I hear you sneeze and say there's a cat, I lose it. I've literally spit water up.
You'll sneeze, must be a cat in here. So I don't know if that's the joke that Derek told you, but we'll
Yes,
take
it
a
is.
screenshot of it to each
Okay, so let me give them some context. Here's what happens. Say I'm doing a Zoom or something like a training and I sneeze and I'll go, there must be a cat somewhere. I'll blame it on a cat, and of course there's never a cat anywhere, but I always blame it on a cat. Okay, so somehow now when you guys sneeze, you say, oh, there must be a cat somewhere. Oh, that is
other.
funny.
Also, the Girl Scout cookie.
What is that one?
You took the box out to the dumpster because you were like, I can't stop eating these. And you literally walked with the camera like out to the dumpster. I don't know which video it is, I forget. But me and Derek, we can't stop laughing about it.
Well, that's just it, because once you get into the thin mints, they're all going to be gone, right? So we say that the Girl Scout cookies are they're bad for me, okay? Or you turn around and say good for the dumpster, but bad for me. All right, so they're gone. Okay, those are funny ones. Anything about more practice for productivity related that you can think of? Okay.
I guess memorable. Not It's not like funny or whatever, but there have been quite a few times when I can find myself like whiny or like ungrateful, whatever. So we call you up and you just sometimes it's a little harsher than other times, and sometimes it's actually like with a real like
Yeah.
gentle hand. But always helps me to snap right out of
Yeah,
it.
that's funny. And what it depends, it depends on when you catch me. If it's call, 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 and I've had to deal with lazy people and I'm irritated, and then someone whines, it's just quit being a crybaby. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I'm just sitting here normally, I will be different. You get what I mean? So you got to realize what I'm doing during the day. People don't. They call and just think I'm always even keel. I'm never even keel. I'm always one way or another, depending what's happening with me at the moment. So you get the Tory that you get at that time. But either way, what we're looking for is a result to bring people around. And sometimes if you're being whiny, you're being whiny. And sometimes there's, as you know, there's all kinds of things that are very legitimate to be whining about.
The
Okay,
ability
so let me go ahead, Cliff.
and ability to put seminars together is awesome. Like when we did boot camp in California, no one had thought about that. Like that is amazing. Like that was a weekend that like when we tell our practice members about it, and they're like, "What did you do?"
Yeah, nobody
Why
could pull that
did it?
off.
But
Or where we had these billionaire people zooming in. Yeah, the variety of the events, but keeping them compact and tight and fun and nothing drags so they don't get boring. And we always want to make sure the food is good, because if the food is good, the event is good. We really take pride in really having these tight events that are really sharp, and then continuing to get better at those. So you see what we have here. We got Cliff and Christy, chiropractic team. And then Christy's brother is a chiropractor and her sister is a chiropractor, and both of her parents are chiropractors. Okay. And not only that, but her sister is married to a chiropractor, just like Christy is married to Cliff, the chiropractor. Okay. So this is a chiropractic circle here of, well, you know what you're going to be talking about when you're over at, the Palace household, right? That's the way it's going to be. And so it's very, very interesting and very, very fun. And I'm honored to have them as part of the Winner's Edge group. And I have no doubt, and I mentioned this before, that say Christy, Randy, and Derek's dad and parents, even though I've never met them or talked to them, I would really hope that my influence, they are proud of what they're seeing, and they're happy with how seriously I've taken the care of the people that they care about. Okay, so I take that seriously. All right, fantastic here. So notice what we're talking about here. Building the practice up, building up lifestyle, learning about money, getting the investing going so we can really create an incredible future with passive income investments that grow, so that then you're practicing for fun. Okay, anything else you want to say for the good of the training, for the good of the case study? Go ahead.
Just join if you're thinking about joining.
Oh,
just
yeah.
the group.
Yeah.
Like just stop thinking about money or whatever reason you're not doing it. Just do it. We'll make it worth it.
Yeah. You gotta pay to play, and it's worth every penny.
Every penny.
See, but Cliff is thinking, man, that new golf course that's going in, they're going to have high greens fees, but you got to pay to play, right?
Yeah.
So pay to play is true, not only in the beautiful sport of golf, but pay to play and pay to learn is true in the world of growing and building up a powerful chiropractic practice. All right, fantastic. Great to spend some more time with you guys. Thank you for the case study, and we look forward to seeing you continue to grow and build your exceptional life together. Great job, guys. Later.